And then for Lindsey, can you just speak of your moment of being selected in the third round, and like, are you looking forward to the challenges of training camp and trying to work your way onto a roster?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was really exciting just to be able to get drafted, and like my whole career, the story has been proving people wrong. So I'm excited to just come out and get to work and try and earn a spot on the team. But I'm just excited to get to work and do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and lower everybody's hands. If you have a question for Lindsey, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll call on you. Eric Wilson from WKII. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Lindsey, good morning. First off, congratulations on being selected. Can you just tell me what is one aspect of your game that you want to introduce into this dream team that's going to be very something that people are going to notice about you?
Thank you. I mean, I think number one is scoring the basketball. That's what I've done my whole college career, and that's what I love to do. So I think that's definitely one of the main aspects of my game.
Hey, what's going on?
Kahari Jones Jr. from the Los Angeles Sentinel. Go ahead, Kahari.
Hey, what's going on, Lindsey? It's Kahari Jones again. You had just mentioned, like, your whole career and just your whole life, it's been about proving people wrong. Could you just elaborate more on that? Does that drive you to really, continue to grow and get better? And, and how is that going to help you with this chapter in your career?
Yeah, it definitely drives me. I go into everything with the chip on my shoulder. So I'm always going to go in with that mindset that I'm going to outwork whoever it is, and just come in and compete and just continue to keep proving people wrong at the end of the day. So just continuing to have that chip on my shoulder.
Next question is for Spencer Nussbaum from the Next. Go ahead, Spencer.
Yeah, Lindsey, I forgot to congratulate Aari, but congratulations to you for getting drafted. You have this, I want to say, like almost elite level mid-range game and obviously scoring ability. I'm curious though, what is like the next aspect of your game that you want to work on? Like, what's something you think you still need to round out?
I think, well, on the offensive end, I think just being more consistent from the 3-point line would be one thing for sure. And then on the defensive end, I think I could always improve. So just on that aspect as well.
The last call for questions for Lindsey. Go back to Kahari Jones. Go ahead, Kahari.
Hey, Lindsey. And I just wanted to ask you just about, with the Atlanta Dream, how do you feel like, you will fit into their offense and things of that nature? Have you just got a chance to like meditate and then think about that, how your game will fit into their offense? And if so, what are your thoughts?
I think for me, I've always focused on trying to do whatever the team needs me to do to win. So, once I get there and whatever the coaches need me to do, that's what I'm going to try and do and step into that role and just embrace whatever the team needs me to do to win games at the end of the day.
So thank you, Lindsey. I appreciate that.
And back to Spencer Nussbaum. Go ahead, Spencer.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, you've got Renee Montgomery and the new ownership group in Atlanta. And they have like this consistent message of fighting for social justice. I'm curious what that organizational message means to you and where you think you might fit into all of that.
It means a lot to me. I think as athletes and, being in the WNBA, we have a platform to use and we can use our voices to, voice those things. So it definitely means a lot to me, and to be able to be a part of that is awesome.
All right. Thank you so much, Lindsey. We appreciate it. Safe travels to Atlanta this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Looks like we have Aari back. Aari, you were asked a question right before you had to hop off about our second round pick, Raquel Carrera, and if you knew her when she was coming to Arizona in 2019. Can you speak about that for a second?
I had the pleasure of meeting Raquel my redshirt sophomore year. She came on an official visit with her family, And she's a great kid, very talented, and just come from good people. And so, I mean, I'm excited to reconnect with her.
Awesome. Our next question is from Jamila Johnson. Go ahead, Jamila.
Hey, Aari, congratulations to you and welcome to Atlanta. So I wanted to ask you, as far as the team, have you been able to speak with anybody on the team yet? I know you've already spoken to coach, but are any of your teammates reached out to you yet? And if so, could you kind of tell us what they've talked about?
Yes, Monique Billings got the chance. She reached out to me, DM'd me, and she was just saying if I need anything to hit her up and just saying congratulations and how, it's crazy how when we had a conversation last year at my game at Colorado and how this stuff came full circle. And Elizabeth reached out to me and followed me and so congratulated me. So those are the only two I really talked to, but today I'll have another chance and I'll have more time to connect with my other teammates.
Next question is from PJ Brown from the Arizona Daily Star. Go ahead, PJ.
Hi, Aari. So what was it like waking up this morning and knowing that you're a WNBA player and you're going to be with the Atlanta Dream? And also, what will your next what do you know about your next 10 days? At some point you have to get to Atlanta for training camp. Do you have any idea what this is all going to look like for you?
Yeah, I'm still trying to process what happened yesterday. It still feels surreal, but I mean, I woke up just feeling extremely blessed. And I don't know what my next 10 days look like. All I know is I travel to Atlanta tomorrow. So that's all I can really tell you.
Next question is from Spencer Nussbaum from The Next. Go ahead, Spencer.
Hi, Aari. Just want to start off. It's embarrassing. I forgot to congratulate you on the first round of questions, but I wanted to do that now. And also I wanted to ask, I was asking Lindsey as well, with the new ownership group in Atlanta, and the message of social justice, not only a part of the WNBA, but Atlanta specifically. I'm curious where you feel like you fit into all that.
Yeah, normally I'm just a player that literally hoops and just go about their business. But I mean, stepping into the league that stands up for things that they are really passionate about, conversations and stuff and topics, it's important. I mean, and it's something that intrigues me or I'm really passionate about. I know I can help myself or a community. I'm going to stand up for it. And so I think that having Renee, as the catalyst, I mean, it's amazing. And so, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can play a valuable role or a crucial role in that part.
Hey, what's going on, Aari?
Go ahead, Kahari.
Hey, what's going on, Aari? It's Kahari Jones, Jr. from the Los Angeles Sentinel. And I just wanted to ask you about just the connection that you have with Renee Montgomery, the things that she's doing, in the community, and now she's from player to ownership as well. And how would that inspire you on and off the court? And just to follow up with that, can you just elaborate on the support that you have from your family? Everyone was there cheering you on during draft night, and they be cheering you on your whole life. How does that inspire you?
Yes, just seeing Renee doing what she's doing, that's so inspiring, and that's possibly something that I want to do once I'm done with my basketball career. And I'm definitely, as soon as I touch down the land, I'm definitely gonna pick her brain, and just the support I have from my family and my friends, it means a lot. And I sacrificed a lot. My parents sacrificed a lot, and so all I can do is reward them by just playing my heart out.
Next question is from Eric Wilson from WKII. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Aari, congratulations. And as a side note, I got a military brother who told me to tell you he's your #1 fan. So I just needed you to know that. What is the one aspect of your game that you feel is going to be very complimentary to this dream team?
I would probably say my defense. I mean, everyone who knows me knows that I'm a defensive-minded person. And so I think that will really help this team. And any way I can impact the game, I'm all here for it. And but I definitely think that my defense, that would be one thing that really sticks out and helps this team.
Next question from Jamila Johnson. Go ahead, Jamila.
Hey, Aari, I actually wanted to ask you about last year. You actually did forego the WNBA draft last year, and then you had that incredible year with Arizona. How do you look at that decision now, just looking back on it?
Yeah, in the moment when I was like kind of deciding whether I want to come back to Arizona or go to the W, I was like, I'm not sure. But now that I'm reflect back, I'm like, this is probably the best decision I ever made because I got to grow my game. I got to grow as a leader and stuff like that, and probably sharpen my game. So I mean, I'm excited for my decision to come back, and I mean, it placed me in a great position today where I am now.
Next question is from Kim Doss from SB Nation. Go ahead, Kim.
Ari, I want to shift away from basketball. I mean, most of the women going in aren't engaged, don't have that other part of their life. What does that look like with you and Devon? What are those conversations like about your future?
Oof. He's gonna try to move out there to Atlanta with me, and we're just gonna pretty much start a foundation there. So we'll see.
And we'll go back to Spencer Nussbaum for the last question. Go ahead, Spencer.
Sure. So now that you're in the league, who is the player that you're most looking forward to facing off against? Because it's in a completely different environment than college, and I'm sure it's a question you've thought about before.
I am excited to play against Diana Taurasi. Like, I'm so excited to play against her. I mean, I heard about her on the court and stuff, but I mean, I'm up for the challenge.
All right. Thank you, Ari. We appreciate it. Safe travels to Atlanta this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, everyone.